You wake up tomorrow morning, you check your phone, you text a friend, you order coffee from a stranger who makes it exactly the way you like it. You drive on roads other people built, past buildings other people designed, to a job where dozens of people you'll never fully know keep the whole thing running. And you don't think about any of it, not once. Now imagine none of that exists. No friend to text, no stranger making your coffee, no roads, no job, no other people at all. Just you, one human, alone, standing in tall grass under an open sky, holding a sharp stick, with absolutely nobody coming to help. How long do you think you'd last? Be honest. A day? A week? Because here's the terrifying truth. A single human alone in the ancient world was basically a dead human on a timer. You couldn't hunt big game by yourself. You couldn't stay awake forever to watch for predators. You couldn't heal your own broken leg. One bad night, one infected cut, one hungry lion, and that was the whole story. So somewhere, thousands of years ago, our ancestors figured out the single most important survival hack in human history. And it wasn't fire. It wasn't tools. It wasn't even language. It was each other. And look, before we go back in time, do me one tiny favor. If you're the kind of person who loves this stuff, who actually stops to wonder why we are the way we are, hit that subscribe button and smash the like. Seriously, it takes 2 seconds, and it's the modern-day version of joining the tribe. You watch, you like, you belong. That's literally the whole video in one sentence. Okay, let's go. So let's rewind. Way back. Before cities, before farms, before anything you'd recognize as normal life. Early humans had a serious problem. And it wasn't just predators. Though, yeah, those were a big deal. The real problem was that a human being on its own is kind of pathetic. Think about it. We're not fast. A gazelle would leave us in the dust. We're not strong. A chimp half our size could throw us across a room. We don't have claws. We don't have fangs. We can't smell danger coming. We're born helpless and stay helpless for years. No baby animal on Earth needs as much babysitting as a human baby. By every measure, we should have lost. We should have been an evolutionary footnote, a weird, soft, slow ape that didn't make it. But we didn't lose. We took over the entire planet. So how? How does the weakest, slowest, softest option on the menu end up running the whole show? Simple. We stopped being single players, and we started playing as a team. The first reason humans grouped up is the most obvious one: survival. Picture one person trying to sleep in the open. Impossible, right? You'd have to keep one eye open all night, every night, forever. You'd be exhausted. And an exhausted human is a snack. Now picture 20 people. Suddenly, everything changes. Somebody's always awake. Somebody always hears the twig snap. If a predator shows up, it's not facing one scared human. It's facing a wall of 20 humans, throwing rocks and screaming. And let me tell you, no lion wants that headache. There's easier food out there. This is the magic of the group. Alone, you're prey. Together, you're a problem. And it goes further. Ever tried to take down a huge animal by yourself? You can't. It's not happening. But 10 coordinated humans working together, they could bring down a mammoth. A mammoth. That's weeks of food for the whole crew. Food no single person could ever get on their own. So the group didn't just keep you alive. It fed you. It made the impossible routine. But here's where it gets genuinely wild. Because safety and food, that's just the beginning. The real reason tribes changed everything is something way deeper. When humans grouped up, they didn't just share space. They shared knowledge. Think about what that means. On your own, you only know what you've personally learned. If you never figured out which berries are poisonous, tough luck. You're finding out the hard way once. But in a group, Grandma already knows which berries kill you, and she tells everyone. That one guy who almost died crossing the river, He tells the story, and now nobody makes his mistake. The best hunter shows the young ones his tricks. The best toolmaker teaches her craft. Suddenly, you don't have to learn everything the hard way. You inherit the wisdom of everyone who came before you. Every death, every mistake, every discovery, it all gets saved, passed down, built on. That's the superpower. That's the thing no other animal on Earth ever cracked at our level. A single human is limited, but a tribe is a living library, a brain made of many brains. And once you can pool knowledge like that, you start improving. Every generation gets a little smarter than the last, not because their brains changed, but because their library got bigger. And with the group came something else that quietly changed everything: jobs. See, when you're alone, you have to do everything. Hunt, gather, watch for danger, make tools, care for kids, find water, all of it, all the time. You're spread so thin, you can't be great at anything. But in a tribe, people could specialize. Some folks got really good at hunting. Others became experts at finding plants and roots. Some watched the children. Some made the tools. Some just knew things. The healers, the ones who remembered which plant helped with fever. This is called division of labor, and it's honestly one of the most powerful ideas humans ever stumbled into. Because when everyone does a little bit of everything, everyone's mediocre. But when each person masters one thing, the whole group levels up. Sound familiar? It should. It's exactly how the modern world works. You don't grow your own food, build your own house, and make your own phone. You do one thing and you trade for the rest. That entire system, the whole economy, it started right here, around a fire, with a handful of people figuring out that we're stronger when we split the work. Now, here's a question nobody asks. Why do we even like each other? Because grouping up sounds great on paper, but it only works if humans actually want to stick together. And that's not automatic. Plenty of animals are loners by nature. So evolution did something sneaky. It wired us to need each other, emotionally. That warm feeling when you're with people you love, that crushing loneliness when you're isolated, that's not random. That's ancient survival code running in your body right now. Loneliness feels awful on purpose, because for our ancestors, being alone literally meant death. Your brain treats isolation like a threat, because for 100,000 years, it was one. And the good stuff, friendship, love, laughter, that sense of belonging, those are the rewards. Nature's way of saying, stay with the group, don't wander off. This is where you survive. So the next time you feel that pull to be around people, that ache when you're left out, that joy of belonging to something, that's not weakness. That's 100 dozen years of ancestors whispering the same thing. Don't go it alone. But bigger groups came with a brand new problem, and it's a big one. When you live with a lot of people, some of them are going to be, let's say, not great. The person who takes more than their share, the one who won't pull their weight, the cheater, the liar, the freeloader. In a group of 5, you can just keep an eye on everyone. But a group of 50, 100, you can't watch everyone all the time. So how do you stop it from falling apart? Humans came up with an answer that we still use every single day: reputation and rules. See, in a tribe, everybody knew everybody, and everybody talked. Gossip, yeah, the thing we all pretend we're above, gossip was actually a survival tool. If you were a cheat, word got around, fast. And a bad reputation could get you kicked out. And getting kicked out, that was a death sentence. So people behaved, not because they were watched, but because they were known. The tribe created invisible rules. Be fair, share, pull your weight, don't betray. And those rules held everyone together. Break them, and you're out. Follow them, and you belong. That's the foundation of every law, every religion, every society that ever came after. It all started with a simple deal. You take care of the group, and the group takes care of you. So let's pull all of this together, because this isn't just a story about the past. It's a story about you. When we ask why ancient humans started living in tribes, it's tempting to imagine it was just fear. Scared people huddling together, waiting out the danger, survival, and nothing more. But that's only half the truth, because living in tribes didn't just keep humans alive, it made us human. The group is where we learned to share knowledge. It's where we invented teamwork and trade and rules and fairness. It's where language exploded, because suddenly you had people worth talking to. It's where love and friendship and belonging became part of who we are, wired so deep we can't shake them if we tried. Everything you value most in your life, your family, your friends, your community, the feeling of being part of something, all of it traces back to one ancient decision, the decision to stop being alone. And here's the part that gets me. We think we've outgrown the tribe. We've got billions of people, giant cities, the whole internet in our pocket. We feel more connected than ever, right? But somehow, a lot of us feel lonelier than ever too. We've got 1,000 followers and nobody to call. We're surrounded by people and starving for connection. Because we built a modern world so big and so fast that we accidentally lost the one thing that made us who we are. The small, close, real tribe. The people who know you. So maybe the lesson from 100,000 years ago is simpler than we think. Reach out. Call the friend. Show up. Belong to something. Be part of a group that actually knows your name. Because that soft, slow, weak little ape didn't conquer the world by being the strongest. It conquered the world by refusing to do it alone. And deep down, so do you. You were never meant to go it alone. You were built for the tribe. And that tribe, it's still out there. Go find it.